Has Meghan Markle just overshadowed Prince Harry's rare moment in the spotlight? For the first time in quite a while, Prince Harry found himself at the center of positive international headlines. But before that attention could fully settle, a sudden social media post changed the conversation entirely. According to many royal watchers, the timing was simply too remarkable to ignore. Just as Harry appeared to be enjoying a rare wave of favorable publicity, Meghan stepped forward with a sprawling Instagram photo collection that instantly reignited public debate. Before we go, if you enjoy our coverage of royal intrigue, palace secrets, and the latest developments surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support helps us continue bringing you in-depth analysis, exclusive royal stories, and the headlines making waves across the monarchy. Join our growing royal community today and never miss the next chapter in this extraordinary royal saga. The question is not merely about the photos themselves. The bigger question is this: was this a heartfelt family update or another sign of the increasingly complicated dynamics surrounding the Sussex brand? And as we're about to discover, this story goes far beyond a simple Instagram post. Over the past several years, Prince Harry has often found himself associated with controversy rather than celebration. This time, however, the narrative briefly shifted.
Time magazine included Harry among its list of influential figures in sport, a decision that immediately generated discussion across both sides of the Atlantic. Whether critics agreed with the selection or not, one fact remained undeniable: Harry was receiving positive media coverage. For a royal figure whose public image has endured considerable turbulence, moments like these are increasingly valuable. The recognition allowed Harry to appear in headlines for achievement rather than family disputes, legal battles, or tensions with Buckingham Palace. Supporters viewed it as a welcome reminder of his work with the Invictus Games and his continued advocacy for veterans. More importantly, it provided Harry with something that has become increasingly rare: an opportunity to stand on his own in the public eye. But just as that spotlight began to grow brighter, something unexpected happened. And this is where the story takes an interesting turn. Shortly after Harry's favorable press coverage gained momentum, Meghan Markle released a large collection of photos and videos on Instagram. The post featured family moments, snapshots of everyday life, glimpses of the children, and personal images that immediately captured media attention. On the surface, there was nothing unusual about the content itself. Public figures share personal updates all the time. Yet royal commentators quickly focused on something else entirely: timing.
Why release such a substantial personal post at precisely the moment Harry was dominating headlines? In modern celebrity culture, timing is often as important as content. Every image, every caption, and every carefully selected moment contributes to a larger public narrative. Because of that reality, observers began debating whether the post was simply coincidental or part of a broader effort to reclaim media attention. There is no official evidence suggesting any deliberate intention. Nevertheless, speculation spread rapidly. Within hours, public discussion had shifted away from Harry's recognition and back toward Meghan herself. Once again, the Duchess became the center of conversation. And that raised even more questions. Among the images Meghan shared were several that immediately sparked online analysis. Some showed family activities, others appeared deeply personal. One particular image attracted attention because it originated years earlier, leading many viewers to question why it had been included in a post focused on the present. As is often the case with the Sussexes, the discussion quickly moved beyond the photos themselves. Observers began asking different questions. Why choose these specific images? Why revisit old memories now? Why include moments that would inevitably invite public interpretation? In today's digital landscape, even the smallest details can become subjects of intense scrutiny.
When those details involve members of the British royal family, the level of attention increases dramatically. Supporters saw the post as a genuine celebration of family life. Critics viewed it as a carefully calculated communication strategy. Others simply saw another example of how every Sussex appearance generates enormous discussion, regardless of intent. Whatever the motivation may have been, one outcome was undeniable. The post succeeded in doing exactly what social media is designed to do. It got everyone talking. But what happened next added another layer to the story. Since stepping away from royal duties, Harry and Meghan have built a public identity largely centered around partnership. Yet they remain two very different public figures with very different sources of influence. Harry possesses something no one else can replicate. He is the son of the king. He was born into the royal family. That status follows him wherever he goes and remains one of the primary reasons global audiences continue to pay attention. Meghan's path has been entirely different. Her reputation was built through entertainment, media, and personal ambition long before she entered royal life. Together, they became one of the most discussed couples in the world. However, their individual public profiles often generate separate conversations. This has led some commentators to question whether attention itself has become a subtle source of tension.
Whenever Harry receives praise, discussions emerge about Meghan's role. Whenever Meghan launches a project, questions arise about Harry's visibility. There is no official confirmation of any rivalry, but public perception often creates narratives that take on a life of their own. And right now, that perception appears stronger than ever, because behind every headline lies an even bigger issue. To many people, this may look like nothing more than another celebrity media cycle. Yet for Harry and Meghan, public image is now a critical part of their future. Since leaving royal duties, they have built careers through media projects, partnerships, documentaries, interviews, and personal branding. Every public appearance contributes to how audiences perceive them. Every headline shapes their influence. Every social media post becomes part of a much larger story. That is why moments like this matter. If Harry begins generating positive attention independently, it could gradually reshape public perceptions of his role outside the monarchy. If Meghan continues to dominate the conversation whenever attention shifts elsewhere, the ongoing debate over who drives the Sussex narrative will only intensify. The issue is no longer simply about publicity. It is about identity. It is about influence. And it is about the future direction of one of the most closely watched couples in the world.
Because beyond the Instagram photos, beyond the magazine recognition, and beyond the headlines themselves, there are growing signs that the Sussex story and its connection to the royal family is far from over. And what comes next may be even more revealing. While Prince Harry's inclusion on Time magazine's list of influential figures in sport generated positive headlines, it also triggered immediate controversy. Critics questioned whether Harry truly belonged alongside some of the biggest names in global athletics, sporting administration, and international competition. Across social media and opinion columns, debate erupted over the criteria used to determine influence. Supporters pointed to the Invictus Games, the international sporting competition Harry founded for wounded and injured military veterans. Since its launch, the event has provided a platform for rehabilitation, resilience, and recognition for service personnel around the world. Many argued that the Games have transformed countless lives and deserve recognition on the global sporting stage. Yet critics remained unconvinced. They argued that Harry's influence stems primarily from his royal background, rather than his sporting contributions. Some suggested that his title and public profile continue to open doors that would remain closed to others. Regardless of which side people supported, the debate produced something Harry has not enjoyed often in recent years: visibility without a major scandal attached.
For a brief moment, the focus was on achievement rather than controversy. But inside the wider royal story, another development was already beginning to attract attention, and this one struck much closer to home. The wedding of Peter Phillips should have been a simple family celebration. Instead, it became another chapter in the ongoing conversation about Prince Harry's relationship with the royal family. As reports emerged about the gathering, attention quickly shifted towards one notable absence: Harry himself. According to British media reports, senior members of the royal family attended the event, including figures closely connected to King Charles and Prince William. The occasion offered a rare opportunity for relatives to reunite, share memories, and strengthen family bonds away from official royal duties. Yet Harry was nowhere to be seen. Almost immediately, speculation began. Was it Harry's decision not to attend? Was he never invited? Or was the reality somewhere in between? Royal observers pointed out that Harry's relationships with several family members have reportedly deteriorated in recent years, following interviews, documentaries, and the publication of his memoir. As a result, some commentators suggested that his absence reflected the consequences of years of public conflict. No official explanation fully settled the matter, and that uncertainty only fueled further discussion. Because behind every royal absence lies a deeper question.
Who is still welcome inside the circle, and who is no longer considered part of it? Perhaps the most striking aspect of the wedding discussion was not Harry's absence itself, but what that absence appeared to symbolize. For years, Harry has spoken publicly about feeling disconnected from the institution he once called home. Through interviews and documentaries, he has described losing important relationships and struggling with the emotional consequences of separation from family traditions. According to commentators familiar with royal affairs, events such as weddings, holidays, and private family gatherings often carry emotional significance that extends far beyond the public photographs eventually released to the media. These moments are where relationships are maintained. They are where memories are created, and they are where family identity is reinforced. If Harry truly missed an occasion where cousins, relatives, and senior royals gathered together, some observers believe it may have highlighted just how dramatically his life has changed since stepping away from royal duties. For many years, these were not distant relatives, they were his everyday reality. Now, they increasingly appear to exist in a separate world, and the longer that separation continues, the harder reconciliation may become. Yet another issue soon emerged that suggested Harry may not be entirely ready to let go of his connection to Britain. No discussion about Harry's relationship with the monarchy can avoid one particularly sensitive subject: Frogmore Cottage. Once intended as the Sussex's home in Britain, Frogmore became a powerful symbol of their connection to royal life. It represented belonging, status, and a physical link to the institution they had served. That connection ended when the couple lost access to the property, a decision widely interpreted as one of the most visible signs of the deepening divide between Harry and the royal family. Although the move happened some time ago, its significance continues to resonate. For many royal commentators, Frogmore was about more than real estate. It represented trust, and trust is far harder to rebuild than a house. The loss of Frogmore reinforced the perception that Harry's position within the family had fundamentally changed. What was once permanent suddenly appeared conditional. What was once secure suddenly seemed uncertain. And perhaps most importantly, it raised doubts about whether Harry still had a place he could truly call home in Britain. But recent reports suggest that question may not be entirely settled, because another development has quietly emerged behind the scenes. Despite building a new life in California, reports continue to surface suggesting that Prince Harry remains interested in maintaining a stronger presence in the United Kingdom.
According to royal commentators and media reports, Harry has long understood that Britain remains central to his identity. It is where his family lives, it is where his royal history was shaped, and it is where many of the causes closest to his heart continue to operate. Sources cited by British media have suggested that Harry would like a practical base in the UK, allowing him to spend more time in the country without depending entirely on temporary arrangements. If true, the implications are significant. Such a move would not necessarily signal a return to royal duties, nor would it erase years of tension. However, it could indicate that Harry recognizes the importance of maintaining at least some connection to the country where his story began. The challenge, of course, is that a home is not merely a building. A home is acceptance, a home is belonging, and a home is only meaningful if the people inside are willing to open the door. As questions continue to swirl about Harry's future relationship with Britain, an even more intriguing issue is beginning to emerge. Because while Harry appears to be looking back toward his roots, Meghan seems focused on something very different.
and that contrast may reveal the most important chapter of this entire story. While Prince Harry continues to navigate questions surrounding his relationship with the royal family, Meghan Markle appears focused on a very different mission, building a lifestyle empire capable of standing on its own.
Over the past few years, Meghan has repeatedly attempted to redefine her public identity. No longer simply a former actress, no longer solely a duchess. Instead, she has sought to position herself as an entrepreneur, media personality, and lifestyle influencer, capable of competing in an increasingly crowded marketplace. That ambition has now become closely tied to her latest commercial ventures. Through carefully curated branding, social media campaigns, and promotional content, Meghan is attempting to create an image that blends luxury, family life, and aspirational living. Supporters argue there is nothing unusual about this strategy. Public figures around the world launch businesses every year. Yet critics remain skeptical, questioning whether the products themselves are driving public interest or whether Meghan's royal connection continues to be the primary attraction. The challenge facing any celebrity brand is sustainability. Initial curiosity can generate headlines, royal titles can generate attention, but long-term success requires something far more difficult: consistent consumer enthusiasm. And that is where the next chapter becomes particularly important. Because one recent promotional campaign triggered a surprisingly strong reaction. One of Meghan's latest promotional efforts was intended to showcase the lifestyle and atmosphere surrounding her growing brand. Instead, it sparked widespread discussion across social media platforms and royal commentary programs.
The campaign featured a carefully staged gathering of friends enjoying an elegant afternoon together. Decorative table settings, luxury presentation, and curated food displays were all designed to reinforce a particular image, an image of effortless sophistication and refined living. At least, that was the intention. However, many viewers interpreted the advertisement very differently. Some critics described the campaign as overly manufactured. Others argued that it felt disconnected from the realities of everyday life. Rather than appearing authentic, they claimed the presentation looked excessively curated and designed primarily for social media consumption. Supporters disagreed, insisting that lifestyle advertising has always relied upon aspiration rather than realism. The debate quickly expanded beyond the advertisement itself. People began asking a larger question: who exactly is Meghan's target audience? And perhaps more importantly, does that audience still see her as relatable? As those discussions intensified, they revealed a deeper challenge that has followed Meghan for years, a challenge that goes far beyond jam jars, lifestyle branding, or Instagram promotions. One of the most fascinating aspects of Meghan Markle's public journey is the gap between visibility and approval. Few public figures generate as much attention, few attract as many headlines, and yet few remain as divisive.
For every supporter who praises Meghan's independence and determination, there is a critic who views her actions through an entirely different lens. Every new project seems to produce two competing narratives at once. One narrative portrays Meghan as a modern woman refusing to be constrained by tradition. The other portrays her as someone continually attempting to control the spotlight. The truth, as is often the case, may be far more complicated. Public figures rarely have complete control over how they are perceived. Every interview, every photograph, and every business venture is filtered through the expectations, biases, and opinions of millions of people. This creates an environment where even the smallest action can become controversial. And for Meghan, controversy has become almost impossible to separate from publicity, which leads to an uncomfortable question. Has public attention become both her greatest asset and her greatest obstacle? Because the answer may determine what happens next. Several years after leaving royal duties, Harry and Meghan remain among the most recognizable couples in the world, yet the public conversation surrounding them continues to evolve. In the beginning, much of the attention focused on their dramatic departure from royal life.
Then came interviews, documentaries, books, and major media deals. Each stage brought new opportunities and new controversies. Today, the situation appears different. The focus is increasingly shifting toward longevity.
Can Harry and Meghan maintain relevance beyond royal drama? Can their business ventures thrive independently? Can they reshape public perception after years of relentless scrutiny? These questions matter because the Sussex brand now exists in a highly competitive media landscape. Attention spans are shorter, audiences are more skeptical, and public loyalty is harder to secure than ever before. Success will require more than headlines. It will require consistency. It will require credibility. And perhaps most importantly, it will require a compelling vision of who Harry and Meghan want to be in the years ahead. Because eventually, every public figure reaches a crossroads, and many observers believe the Sussexes are approaching theirs right now. For all the headlines, controversies, interviews, and speculation, one reality remains unchanged. The story of Harry and Meghan continues to captivate global audiences because it combines elements that people find endlessly fascinating: power, family, loyalty, ambition, identity, and the struggle between public duty and personal freedom. Prince Harry remains connected to one of the most famous institutions in the world, whether he wishes to be or not. Meghan Markle remains one of the most discussed women of her generation, admired by some and criticized by others. Together, they occupy a unique place in modern history. Yet the biggest questions remain unanswered. Will Harry ever fully reconcile with his family?
Will Meghan achieve the independent success she has worked so hard to build? Will the Sussexes ultimately be remembered as pioneers who reshaped royal expectations, or as figures whose legacy became overshadowed by conflict? For now, nobody knows, because behind every royal headline lies another untold story. Behind every carefully released photograph lies another unanswered question. And behind every public appearance may be conversations that the world never hears. One thing, however, is certain. The relationship between Harry, Meghan, and the monarchy continues to evolve. The tensions may change, the players may change, even the crown itself may change. But the intrigue surrounding this extraordinary chapter of royal history shows no sign of disappearing. And if recent events have taught us anything, it is that the next twist may arrive when the world least expects it. What do you think? Was Meghan's Instagram post simply a family update shared at an unfortunate moment? Or did it successfully pull attention away from Harry's rare burst of positive publicity? And could Prince Harry's reported desire for a stronger connection to Britain signal the beginning of a new chapter in his royal story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest royal developments, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for more exclusive analysis, royal intrigue, palace secrets, and the stories behind the crown.
Because in the world of royalty, what happens behind palace doors is often far more revealing than what the public is allowed to see.